Well, we wanted to take you guys to a couple interesting spots. So today we're gonna go hit a place that is called, like, I think it's 3 Jewels Pagoda, roughly translated in English, but it's basically a monkey temple here in Vung Tau.
Jewels? Like jewels?
Like jewels, like shiny jewels.
That's so weird.
Oh, and our ride has arrived. Okay, so I don't think we've ever been to this temple, which is interesting because we've been to a lot of them here.
I don't know. We may have not. Let's find out.
The second place we're going to take you, I know we've been, but it's been a very long time. So there's also a really cool monastery that's not too far from this first temple. So I'm going to show you guys like a couple cool spots in Vung Tau today. And a little bit more off the beaten path. Like the main thing people come here and see usually is like Jesus and like, you know, Lighthouse Hill. And we're going to do all that, don't worry. But we're also going to show you guys like a couple more cutty spots like this really cool monastery today and this monkey temple, which even for us is going to be new. So hopefully you guys, if you have an opportunity to visit Vung Tau, you'll have a couple interesting places to look around. So if you guys have been following some of the geopolitics going on in this region, the US and Vietnam are moving closer and closer together. And if you are a prospective expat and you're thinking about laying down some investment, time, whatever it is you want to do here, this is beneficial if you happen to have like a US or a NATO passport, like a passport from like Western Europe, UK, Ireland, these type of places. It's not a bad time in the region for visas. I've heard some people online talking about doomsday in Southeast Asia, they don't want you here, but I don't find that to be true at all. The visas in Thailand have never been more easy. In Vietnam it's a little complicated, but even here I've seen like there's more and more people who are finding like ways to be out here and to stay out here, whether it be employment or investment.
If you guys are interested in details about the DTV visa, check out the video above.
Yeah, we actually had a whole interview with my Thai partner about that. And yeah, I mean, people are finding ways to be out here, and if the governments like in the West and Vietnam become more connected militarily, which certainly appears to be what's happening, you know, due to the greater threat in the region of China, right? This will have good benefits for us and for our nationality in terms of like visas, investment preferences, this type of thing. It'll be a very good time to be an American in Vietnam. So you know, something just to bear in mind. You know, these geopolitical situations do have an effect on you living as an expat, and it's not always a negative effect. You know, there is places that would prefer to deal with your nationality versus some of the alternatives in the region, you know, and it makes sense, you know, it makes sense. I mean, there is a lot of capital in the West, you know, and a lot of these countries need foreign capital. So you coming there and leaving that capital, like in Thailand, for example, with the tourism, the expats, the digital nomads, or more so Vietnam, maybe a combination of that, but as well a lot of employees, right? I mean, Thailand would also have a lot of foreigners as employees, but Vietnam is a really big hub for the English teaching. You know, it's just going to be beneficial to us, beneficial for Vietnam. It sounds good to me. Now, say you're sitting on like a fair amount of foreign capital. Vietnam is not a bad place. Labor costs are not high. Cost of living is very inexpensive. Quality of life is, you know, it's pretty good by regional standards. Coming back here after being in India for the last 6 months, I feel like I'm in Japan. I mean, I'm just so like amazed to have hot water all day.
Yeah.
Right?
Unlimited water.
Yeah.
Hot water.
Hot water all the time. Power stays on most days.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
All these like taxi delivery apps and stuff.
Well, they had a lot of convenient apps in the south of India, but we were up in the Himalayas, guys. It was really kind of rough up there.
Yeah, it's more isolated.
But it really a nice place. Like it is like one of those places where you give up a lot, but you give up a lot and you get a lot.
Oh, you know? My God, so beautiful.
You get an incredible,
really nice weather. You know, like 20°C, 15°C. You know.
All right, you guys can see now we've gotten a little bit more out of the town, and we're coming up through like more narrow kind of lanes as we go up the hill. And then when we get to, I think it's probably not quite so far up the hill, but a little bit more maybe from here.
Hey guys, if you like our channel, get like a t-shirt or a hat or something, check out the merch in the description below.
So we're still going up the hill, guys. You guys can see out the window. It's a quiet little residential neighborhood here in Vung Tau on the way up the hill. It's interesting because I've never been to this specific temple, so that'll be a first one for me and for Misha as well.
If we had to walk, it would have been quite far.
It would be good for a hike, like if you wanted to get dropped at the base of the hill and then just hike up here, yeah, that'd be fun. It's a nice advantage of Vung Tau. You know, Saigon is very flat, guys. It's like very, very flat, right? It's a river delta. You know, when you get up here in the hills, you know, it gets a lot more like fresh air and, you know, being by the ocean, there is pollution, but a lot of the nice air pushes the pollution away pretty quickly because you're so close to the coast. And because you have all these different elevations, you have like more grass, more greenery. It's just in general a different world once you get outside of Ho Chi Minh City, guys. Hanoi is also a concrete jungle. Well, I mean, many Vietnamese cities are concrete jungles, but I mean, Vung Tau is a really nice little town. It's so close to the city if you have to come in and do business, but yet it's like a completely different energy. We have reached this pagoda, and there's monkeys like everywhere, guys. Here's one coming over here. Look, there's some right here. This guy's having a snack. Yeah. And then they have some like seating back here, guys. You can see they have some like places where you can probably get snacks. It looks like some popular Vietnamese snacks and fruit. All right, let's get out of the sun and check out this temple. So this temple is full of monkeys. It's fine. It's not gonna bother you. It's a female. See? Just thinks you have food. There's the Buddha.
Wow, what a nice view. So peaceful.
This is a nice temple. There's a dog. Hello. That is really cool. The dragon with the turtles. I really love that. Hello. Hello. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. Hello. Oh. Beautiful. Okay, so they have a reclining Buddha outside. And this really interesting, like they're a deer, I guess. And I'm not sure if that's Hanuman with a stick. Looks like a monkey face. It's probably Hanuman. The monkey tending the deer. Here's the reclining Buddha. Yo, there's so many monkeys. Look, there's a monkey right there. Hello. Look, there's a big one. And a mom. I heard that they're not really that aggressive here. Like that if they have they'll try to snatch things, but for the most part, they're not like as aggressive as a place like the Bali Monkey Temple. But you can see some of them look pretty rugged. Some of them do look pretty rugged. If you got bit by one, you would need to get to a hospital very quickly. Luckily, you're in the south of Vietnam. And luckily, you're watching this video because this video is sponsored by Safetywing. What's up, guys? I'm in Mysore, India. I'm chilling with this cow here. If this cow were to give me mad cow disease, I would want to have health insurance. And if you're going to live as an expat, you're going to want to have health insurance too. He's either biting me or licking me. He's licking me. Aw, hello.
It's so cute.
See, if I get sick from touching this cow, I want to have health insurance, right? So Safetywing is a good health insurance for people like me who travel around the world and live in interesting places. I'm covered. If I get sick in India, at least I got health insurance. Safetywing is designed for people who move around and who travel, so it's the perfect health insurance for people who live our kind of lifestyle. So look, there's a big fat one sitting with his, it looks like he's sitting with his legs crossed. Oh, that's so funny. They're so much like us.
Oh, there's still like a bit of construction going on.
You can see over here they have some nagas. Here's some more monkeys. Hey guys. Hello. This is the green Buddha. Might be a little hard for you guys to see since it's quite a sunny day at the moment. Sunny part of the day. As you can see here. It's a nice green Buddha. Alright, and that's basically the whole temple. And this is the street outside. And behind this is the ocean. So this is like, I guess, little fried spot. I don't know what they're frying, but Ka Vien Chen. Chen means fried. So Vien, oh, it looks like fried fish balls. Okay, yeah, Ka, that makes sense, fish, right? So that's fried fish balls. And I guess this guy's selling tea and like some fruit.
So we're just right across from this temple here. Like just right across, see this flag? She's got yogurt, frozen yogurt.
So
how much, Jen?
They're like 10 a piece.
Yeah, but USD?
50 cents.
50 cents, wow.
Vung Tau's famous for their yogurts.
Oh, here.
So it's actually like one of the main things that you do when you're in Vung Tau. So I was like, all right, let's see if this little stand has some, and of course she does. So yeah, it's basically frozen
Comes
yogurt.
in this little container.
Sometimes it's not frozen. Like here, this one is like, see the consistency?
Oh, I see. Is it good?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's really good.
One of our favorite snacks in Vung Tau. Can't cost more than 50 cents.
No, it doesn't.
So guys, this is like a little bit of our Vung Tau tradition. To get this yogurt. It's pretty well known in Vung Tau.
Aww. So there's lots of animals here. This is the little yogurt spot we hit.
Really good yogurt.
We got Chi over here. Chi running the shop. This guy, he's selling
Bananas.
selling chai kai. Yeah, chai kai. Got different types of fruit. And the monkey. Monkey. Donkey. Little one. So there's all these pleasant places like this that you can walk around in Vung Tau. That's one of the things I like about Vung Tau a lot, is you don't have to go too far.
For nature.
Yeah, and you got nature.
Straight up.
Although there's a little one up in the tree.
And the big one right here.
And a big one right here, yeah. That's a little baby one up in the tree.
See the tiny one?
Yeah. Might be a little hard for you guys to see it, but I hear it. He's yelling. There's a little monkey there. You see him?
Yeah.
Jumped. Whoa.
So cute.
Very cool. So yeah, guys, this is just up the road from my house, like not even 10 minutes in a taxi from where I'm staying in a high rise on the beach.
Really
So
nice.
again, I'm paying roughly $400 US a month.
Oh, look, bananas.
Oh yeah, people be buying fruit for them and then giving them the fruit at the temple.
That's nice.
It's cool. Yeah, it's like a little tourist attraction for the area, but it's added a little bit. And now, oh, here comes hella monkeys. Hella monkeys. Look with the babies. You guys can see, it looks like everybody takes their family up here to see the monkeys. Bring the kids up the hill to see the monkeys. And then buy fruit, give them to the monkeys. It's not really a Western tourist thing here, guys. This is a, like, people from town come up here and, you know, hang out, show their kids the monkeys. And
It's like a Vietnamese kind of tourist thing.
yeah, and it's also partly like a hill. So in Vietnam, people are very health conscious. They like when they have the opportunity to have some space to hike and climb. You see at sunset, everybody's going up and down hill, and it's quite a nice part of the culture, actually. Unfortunately, you don't get as much of that in Saigon because there's only certain streets that are designed for walking, and out here in these like smaller provincial cities, you have a little bit more access to nature. The nice thing about Vung Tau is, you guys can see, look, here's the little view. The nice thing about Vung Tau is that you have this, but you're also like really close to the city, you know? It's kind of a sweet spot.
So this is the Vung Tau cable car, and it goes from the ferry terminal straight up to the theme park. So that's pretty cool.
There's a big theme park up here. I remember years ago we were looking for a place to go hiking, and this is one of the walks that was recommended. And we thought that there was going to be like a big Buddha or something at the top. Do you remember?
Yeah, we thought there was going to be a view and a Buddha, and it just ended up being a gate. It was like really disappointing.
It was like the gate to an amusement park. Yeah, it was super weird hike, but like you do have parts of it that are like this that are really nice. You guys can see. But people are doing it. People use any hill they can to get some cardio. It's pretty cool. It's a nice thing to see. So if you're thinking about coming to Southeast Asia and you're looking for people who you can rely on, who have existing relationships, and you want to get something going, just give us a holler. We're in Vietnam at the moment, but we do all of Southeast Asia, expat consulting also for some countries in the Balkans, and now we're expanding into South Asia, India. We've been to Nepal before, but we do want to go again. But generally, Southeast Asia is where we are the strongest.
Hey guys, if you haven't already, definitely check out our website. You can find the information in the description box below.
And if you want to have a look at our Facebook fan page, we have about 60 reviews on there. We can also create group messages with people who have worked with us in the past. We know that it can be kind of sketchy on the internet to trust people, but that's one of the reasons why we've been able to be successful. As a small business, we've always tried our best to do our best for the clients, even though these places at times can be complicated and unpredictable, and people can have naive expectations about living in countries like this. They can, in their mind, still think that they're in Canada, Ireland. So it's a crazy business, and we're a small family business, and we do the right thing, and that's why we have references and people who are happy to shout us and, you know, tell you guys that we're a legit service. So just reach out and hit us up anytime.
If you throw garbage, it's 1 million to 2 million fine. And there's cameras over here, they're saying.
Look,
so
there's
if you
cameras.
throw garbage, they're watching you. Where are the cameras?
Oh, they're well hidden.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's cool.
Throw garbage.
No, that's cool. That's great.
Look, no dumping. No dumping.
That's great.
No.
But I still see garbage like in the fucking thing. Like, yeah, there's like a piece of garbage right here.
That's what I was saying. Where's the cameras?
Well, it's cool that they're trying.
They probably get the plate number, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think like probably they have a camera, and if they can get the plate and catch them, they'll find them, I imagine, right? But I also imagine that
1 to 2 million. So what is that? $40 to $80.
But I think it's not they're not looking for people who are doing garbage like that. I think the reason they probably have cameras is people probably come up here and dump tons of garbage. Like you have a restaurant, you don't want to pay somebody, so you just bring your shit up here and dump it in the fucking woods, you know?
So 1 to 2 million is about 40 to 80 US dollars.
Right. So, I mean, you know, that's what I was saying earlier when I was talking about the consulting business, guys. It's like, you know, these are developing countries. I think like it's very easy for people to think the way that things operate everywhere in the world, the way that they do where they come from, right? And it's really hard unless you live in these places for long periods of time to understand just how different the mindset is between the West and the East, you know? And I feel like that's been my greatest lesson and my greatest education, is living in this part of the world for as long as I have, has given me insight into how other people think, how a big chunk of the world thinks, really, and, you know, sort of be able to put myself into their shoes and understand like their position. And, you know, Southeast Asia, they do things a little bit differently, but if you work with the right people, it's a fantastic place. Good opportunities. I was able to start a business here.
We've been able to get a lot of people jobs this year as ESL teachers. So there's still like a pretty high demand. I mean, I see job postings everywhere. So they're looking for teachers.
And yeah, there's a lot of rumors online that there's no jobs out here, but so far it's been super easy to find people jobs this year, guys.
Yeah.
As long as they're flexible. right? The only people who I've had a really hard time and I'm still working on is a Filipino dude from America. He's a US citizen, but he's Filipino. And for some reason, like every school like ends up dropping this dude. So I'm trying to help the brother. I'm still trying to help him. I just, you know, that's the only one I've seen this year that's like everybody else easy. Even like we got our homeboy Andrewski. You can check out the video. He's a black kid from Baltimore. He grew up in a rough neighborhood and he came out to Southeast Asia, completely started his life over out here. We got an interview with him. You guys could check out. We'll place that here.
Yeah.
So there's all these different like situations and dynamics, and everybody has been successful. So there's lots of jobs around. It just depends on the jobs you want or willing to do.
Demand for the Vietnamese to learn English is still really high. You know, they still have a lot of kids here, you know.
And honestly, even if America and Vietnam had like the same relationship, you know, the demand for English is still there, but with an increasing relationship where the countries are becoming more cooperative together, oh my God, you're going to definitely see a demand in English over the next few years if the trend continues. And I hope it does, because I love this country. And, you know, it's been nothing but good to me. It's changed my life for the better, and I have nothing but appreciation for it. And I think, you know, some of these bloggers who go out there and they talk shit about Vietnam, they just don't really get involved in the culture or get deep connections with the people, because, like, for me, this has been one of the best places that I've ever lived. Like, some of the best people, some of the most honest people. I mean, of course, it's a big urban area, so, like, living in Saigon, there's some shady stuff, but overall, like, some of the people and the connections and the friendships we made over the years. If you like Vietnam and you're a patient person, we got the plug on the long-term visas. It's complicated, but it can be done. Like, you can be out here. It's very inexpensive. You can have a really nice apartment for very little money. And, you know, Saigon, for some people, is actually quite cheap. Like, we had a client who was like a big tech guy, and he ended up going from Taiwan to Saigon, and he's living in an apartment in Saigon that's like $2,500 a month, you know. And District 1, like in the nicest neighborhood of District 1, near to the City Hall and Wing Hui and Pasture Street, that whole area over there. Really beautiful little French Quarter part of Saigon. But he's in like a big high-rise tower there with like basically like a house with like floor-to-ceiling windows all around it. Crazy. And for him, it was a better deal than in Taiwan. So there's all different levels to this, man. And, you know, people sometimes, they think only about broke English teachers, but there's a lot of people who come to Southeast Asia that have money. The thing is people from the West who have money are used to like, oh, okay, I pay, and everything just goes very smoothly every single time. But the reality in Southeast Asia, sometimes that's just not the way it is. I mean, these places are not like you're moving to Singapore, homie. You know, and I think that's so important to remember. Like, if you're working as a teacher, you know, I know maybe you taught in the West or something, you know, or you went to university and they told you something, right? You come out here with that, you don't want to do that. You just do whatever they tell you to do, and you get paid, and you have a pretty easy life. You know, but you're never going to change a thing. You know, that's the thing I do like about Asia, is like the people do keep their traditions, and they're not ashamed of that. And in the West, we've been told we need to be ashamed of our culture, of our history. And, you know, I think that's something I really do appreciate about Asia. You know, despite whatever challenges, you know, the people kind of stick together. And they're not xenophobic, they're welcoming, you know. The people are solid, but they preserve their culture. And, you know, more and more these days, I'm really understanding the value of that. You can learn a lot from living in Asia, guys. It's an education you'll never get in a school. You're gonna learn to think differently. You're gonna have to learn to be patient. You're gonna have to learn to just go with the flow and laugh when you wanna kill yourself. But overall, you get a lot for it, and you get a lot of access. And that's something that you could either come out here and you could completely destroy your life, drink, do drugs, get mixed up with prostitutes, or you could come out here and completely start your life over, build some wealth, you know, maybe make relationships and figure out what you want to do with your life. It's a great place for transition, Southeast Asia, and we can help you in any of these countries out here, guys, so just get at us. All right, you guys can see the traffic is getting more thick because we're getting closer into town. I love South Vietnam, guys. This place, like I said, I can't say enough positive things about it. It's nice to be back, and you appreciate it so much more after India, where there was a lot more power outages, and Although India was dope in its own way, you know, it was amazing, but I have more of these like creature comforts here in Southeast Asia that are either very expensive or sometimes difficult to find altogether when I was in India. But there are some nice spots I stayed, and I actually would like to go back. But this next time I think I have my eyes on Kerala. So that's one of the many. We're trying to decide where we want to go. We're trying to work our way towards Europe again. But you know, we'll have to see like what that path looks like. Yo, look at this place. This is a mee Quang spot. Looks like a very famous one. We're not stopping to eat at the moment, but how cool is this place? Look at that. See the kitty? Like there's a kitty. Hello. Hello. You get people to come in, don't you? Aww.
Little mascot.
Friendly. Aww. Aww, you're so cute.
No tail.
Aww. All right, buddy. But yeah, if you're looking for a mee Quang spot, this looks like it might be the one. But yeah, I'm you know, I don't eat meat. I do seafood and eggs and stuff. So I've had mee Quang, but I've always had like the vegetarian adaptation of it. Like, so never had the actual meat mee Quang. But I like what I've had, so I imagine you guys would also. The level of food that's available in Vietnam is, man, it's mind-boggling. From the cheapest possible thing you could imagine, with maybe not the best hygiene, all the way up to the most fine dining, crazy, like exclusive environments that you could imagine. Like tops of skyscraper type shit, right? So there's all kinds of little restaurants up here too, like food spots. It's like a nice little hill to come out and just walk around. You guys can see the advantages, you know, to being just a little bit outside of Ho Chi Minh, you know. But yeah, you still have that same culture and the same mindset, but more low density with some nature. And not the best beaches, but there's beaches. And now there's a jiu-jitsu club out here, so that's good. That's been good for me, even though my knee is fucking, I'm getting old, guys. I'm hanging on by a thread, but nah, like I wouldn't be walking around. I feel a lot better. I popped the knee last week doing some footlock game. All right, we found it. Only 500 meters this way. This is the monastery. So
some snacks over here?
Yeah, they're selling some veg. It looks like some fruit and some veg, just on the side of the road. And now we're going uphill. So we were going downhill for most of that. We got dropped off in the whip and then going uphill. But I'm not gonna push it, be climbing hills until my knee's 100% better. But it is good to get out here and to strengthen it a bit. If you guys are used to Western countries, don't underestimate hydration in this part of the world and the importance of staying hydrated. Look how cute. Oh, he's excited. Wants to make friends.
Oh my God, so good.
Really cute. All right. You guys can see up here, like this is colored. How cool is Vung Tau? Come on. A little break in the forest here to see the city. And of course back to whatever this is. Some painted stones, I guess. Yeah, it's a very interesting city. You know, you have the jungle reclaiming old walls. Yeah. It's just it's a place where something is always happening. But yet then look up the hill. Solitude, quietness. That's why all those nice temples are at top of hills. There's always Buddhas at the top of the hill. It's peaceful. Yeah. So you go out from the chaos into the inner peace, you know? Now the weather's getting cool. You feel it?
Oh, thank God.
You feel the temperature drop? Whoa, that got nice.
Too hot.
It's way cooler up here. You guys hear the birds? Listen. They're chirping away. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but look how nice this is. And like places out here will be very cheap, guys. If you're into living on a hill, you know. You get a motorbike, you can get in and out of town pretty easily. This is only minutes from town. So one thing I can say, guys, is the people in Vung Tau are very, very friendly. Very, very nice people. It's a mostly a Christian town, I believe. There's an insane amount of churches in this town. And of course there's the big Jesus that overlooks the city, which is probably the main thing people come to see in Vung Tau. And don't worry, we will show it to you. But we wanted to show you a few places that were a little bit off the beaten path and maybe you don't see in other videos. So you can, oh look, some kittens. See places where you can actually have very good quality of life and still be somewhat near to urban areas. We have made it to the monastery. This is the gate. This place is pretty grand.
See the Buddha?
Yeah. Wow, I guess that maybe is.
Oh, maybe it's parking.
Okay, so be appropriate. There's a sign. Be appropriate. Okay, so no like holding hands for boys and girls. Girls and girls can hold hands. No making out, I guess. And
No short pants.
okay for walking with the kids. Okay, interesting. Okay, we'll see. Okay, there's a bathroom up here. Okay, sounds like a plan. We just gotta put on some long pants. It's hot as fuck, horrible. All right, so we're just chilling in the little garden area of the monastery. It's very tranquil. Misha's throwing on some pants. It's a good thing if you're in Southeast Asia, carry a pair of the hippie backpacker pants with you.
They're not heavy.
If you want to just jump in and out of a temple.
It costs about $4.
Yeah, they're cheap. You can find them in any of these countries.
$3, $4, something like that.
And it's just a handy thing to have if you're going to a temple and you're a female, something to keep in mind. So like Mish.
Covered, pretty much.
Yeah. She looks conservative, respectful.
Another bathroom up here. Maybe this one was better.
Yeah, maybe it was. The first one was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting.
But they're still better than India, like any day.
Oh yeah.
The bathrooms in India, the most crazy thing I ever saw. Some were good. There was a few, but not many. Oh my God.
At least we're getting like a cool breeze right now.
Great cardio. My knee's doing really good too.
It's so humid today. Like I'm definitely not used to the humidity.
No, we've been up in the Himalayas. Totally different climate. Coming back down here. Less soreness down here. Also, the food here is very clean. Look at this beautiful architecture, guys. You guys can see over here, that's Vung Tau City.
You got a view of Vung Tau right here. You can see the Jesus in the distance. Lighthouse over there. And then
Bang.
giant Buddha.
Wow. Oh yeah. Do you remember this? I remember this.
Fuquay, 1996,
Oh.
2540.
When we first came out here, when we tried to climb up to the fucking theme park up there. Wow. All right, guys, so it looks like there's another level up there. There's a monk, but as you can see, it's about to start fucking raining. So this is amazing up here, but I don't want to get caught up here when it starts pouring, because I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food, take you along, show you what we pay. Vung Tau City, unscripted. One of my favorite little cities in Southeast Asia. Don't sleep on little Vung Tau. I've lost the Mish. Where did the Mish go? I was filming and I turned around and the Mish has disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up there?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Photos.
Is it really good?
Yeah, the view is awesome.
All right. We're gonna go for it with the rain. Fuck. I don't want to get fucking destroyed, please. This is how much I love you guys. Making content for you. Running up giant Buddhas to show you why Vung Tau is my spot. All right, guys. So those were a couple off the beaten path destinations here in Vung Tau City, Saigon's nearest beach, or as I like to call it, Saigon's Coney Island. If you guys appreciate this content, take a second to smash the like button, share the videos, help us fight the algorithm. We speak plainly, we're not politically correct. So of course, we need your help to get more eyes on what we're doing. We're pitching a legit service. We're trying to help people get started out on a new life, new opportunity where they'll be treated better. I feel like I'm a nomad capitalist, but for like regular people, for people like I grew up with, like he comes at people who have 7-figure salaries. I come at people from like my, where I grew up, like working class people. Maybe they have some capital and they want to start over and do something different. They're not happy with the direction things are going in their society. So what we try to do is help show them the opportunities and the different lifestyles that are available to you. And there's no one right or wrong way to live, guys. There's just what works for you. Now we're trying to get out of here before it all starts coming down, pouring on us. You hear the gong? Does the gong correlate with the rain, or? No, I don't think. But the cloud over there does, that's for sure. Imagine that the gong rings and then suddenly it starts raining on me. That would be my luck. All right, so we're gonna go take you to get some dinner. I don't know what the hell we're gonna get, but it'll be good probably. All right, guys, it's raining. Umbrella time. Hopefully it's not gonna be for too long. We'll try to get the grab worked out, see if we can get a car up here. Usually in this time of year though, it doesn't rain for very, very long, so should be all right.
See the lions?
You guys, I don't know if you can see the lions over there. Yeah, it's kind of cool. What an amazing place. All right, so it's raining and we're throwing on the waterproof bag, so I'll pick it up from the food spot, guys. But this has been an adventure. I love Vung Tau. All right, we're at the bottom of the hill, so we're basically getting back into the city now. Like, it's still a little bit of decline, but we're really basically at the bottom of it. This spot looks like it's cracking. We're gonna go hit up a seafood spot that we like. I don't know if we've shown it to you before, probably we have, but it's very cheap, very clean, and very good portions actually, very, very big portions. We're gonna go hit that up tonight. Mish Meta friendly kitty. Wants to play with your scarf, your polka dots.
So cute.
Little hunter. Aww. I don't know if we've showed you this spot before, but this is our spot. Cheap seafood, good portions. It's 60 vo ti sao, salmoi vo ti sao, and I like their food a lot. You can get out of here for like a lot of seafood for like maybe only 12 bucks.
So we got the Venus clams with tamarind sauce.
More is here. Okay.
All right.
Dao has arrived. Bok choy.
And the bok choy. All right, give it a try, John.
All right, let's try it. A little piece here. A tiny bit.
They're small. They're very small, guys.
Ooh, that's really good.
It's good?
Oh man. That tamarind sauce is out of this world, man.
Yeah, it's a Venus clam. It's
This is
called.
one you're gonna have to like get your hands wet for these, man.
Okay. Maybe use a spoon, Jack.
Oh,
Give us some
man.
spoons.
That's crazy.
It's good?
Yeah.
Alright.
And of course you got tofu. This is a cheap extra protein. It looks like coriander, so you get a little tofu. This is mam tom. I don't really like mam tom, but I'll try some for you guys. It's spicy shrimp sauce, like fermented shrimp.
Grilled shrimp with salt and pepper.
It has arrived. That's like our main protein for the meal.
We got the vermicelli bread straight out of the oven. It's really good.
So this is vermicelli noodles with crab in it. They're one of my favorite noodles in Vietnam, very popular. They put a lot of vegetables in here also. Oh wow. Wow, that's really good. Oh my god. Guys, the prawns are also crazy. The salt, the chili pepper, oh my god. Alright guys, so all that food came out to $11.96. As you can see, that's 299,000 Vietnam dong. Hai cham, chin moi, chin, nha, dong. So we're heading to the coconut ice cream spot. There's a place that does coconut ice cream with avocado, which is a Dalat snack. Like it's, you know, Dalat is very famous for avocado, and actually one of the more interesting central markets in all of Vietnam, to be honest. Dalat is amazing. Very near to Ho Chi Minh. You can get away on a weekend. But this place in Vung Tau is a Dalat style ice cream place, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of snacks they have, and hopefully they're open. But yeah, Vung Tau is a nice city. Look at the traffic, guys, at night. This is not hectic. We used to stay in that hotel over there all the time.
Amos.
The Amos. And the Sika. Yeah. So whenever you see this Lao, this is gonna be hot pot. When you see Bun Bo, that's a soup. Hoi Tu Muk, that's a soup also. And that soup is with squid. That's one thing Vung Tau is somewhat famous for, is the squid soup. Muk. They have one of these disgusting pizza companies. Terrible. Southeast Asia.
A lot of people like it. A lot of Vietnamese like it.
A lot of Thai people like it too.
I
It's
don't like it.
very popular.
They put like mayonnaise on the pizza. It's so gross.
I find it disgusting, but yeah, but people
If you
sell.
like mayonnaise on your pizza, you'll like it.
Yeah, for sure. This is new, this fancy cafe. This wasn't here the last time we were here. There's the Melody over there, guys. That's a pretty central tower here in Vung Tau. Like, inexpensive. You can be in these units. It's a giant pharmacy.
Oh, let's get some pineapple, sir.
All right, let's get some fruit from the lady. Sing Sha Chi. Mo Tom? Ba Moi. Okay. We'll get can you cut? Let's get some lychee.
And does that custard apple look good or no?
Yeah, maybe.
Take a look.
Alright, so let's see what the total is. I'm getting some lychee, some pineapple, and some custard apple, which is like a really sweet green kind of fruit. You can see it over here. She's counted up. And Ting Tien? Chin Moi Lam. Chin Moi Lam.
And pineapple we got.
Hai Cham Nyan.
Okay.
Hey, come on, Chi.
This is a custard apple.
So that's like a bit under $4. Come on, you.
Come on, you.
So a bit under $4 for all this fruit.
Not bad.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Honestly, look, it's stuck to my wallet. The fruit when you go to the Lotte Mart, it's not as good.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's really not.
You know, you want to buy your fruit from the ladies on the stands here, or you want to go to the Vung Tau public market. Saigon, there's a lot of public markets also, guys. The only thing that I will say about the public markets is you don't know where the produce is necessarily being sourced and whether or not people are using heavy pesticides and things like that. So that is something that you need to be aware of because there is no regulatory bodies here that are like addressing that, really. I mean, they catch people sometimes and they put them in the media and they do arrest them, but like it's a very difficult thing to really control. So, you know, if you do want to be sure about the sources of your food, you can stick to some of the larger chains like Vinmart or even Co-op Mart. I think these places are going to have a bit higher standard because they're buying in so much bulk.
This buffet has pretty good reviews over here. Me buffet.
Yeah, I think it's about 300,000 per person, but it's seafood.
This was a tea place we used to go to.
Yeah, we used to come in here sometimes. You have to take your shoes off. It's kind of a trippy place.
Not anymore.
I guess not. Now people are wearing them.
Now it's called Bot Garden. But before it was like Party, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
something like that.
Some knockoff of like a British tea place, but they still have some plates.
Oh yeah.
Like the old furniture.
Little teapots in there.
Yeah. And it's on a lake, an artificial lake. You'll see it in a second. It's interesting. Vung Tau is full of these kind of things. You guys can see these are all like seafood and hot pot.
Very like neon.
Very bright.
Everything's super bright.
And look, up here is the artificial lake. This is the outside seating.
Oh yeah, it's kind of dark. I don't know if you can see that.
They have all their favorite, you know, you can have seafood now. That was before, it was just a cafe.
Yeah, now behind there is a lake.
Yeah, coffee,
it's kind of dark.
Trashula, milk tea.
Milk tea. That is a hostel, right? There?
I think that's a combination, yeah. You
can, like a hotel, maybe.
You can stay on that, but the mosquitoes are going to fucking swallow you. Yeah. That's for sure. Like
and there's the buffet, me buffet, too. Over there.
Cool city, guys. Vung Tau is really a cool place. Look across the street at this. I think it's like a catering hall, like over here. I don't know what it is. Like I think it's for weddings. But it's absolutely enormous, fancy structure on the right here. What?
Melly Hood. Yeah, it's a hotel.
Yeah, that is accommodation. Yeah. And that, I don't know what the hell this is though. This is maybe catering.
Could be a wedding hall or catering hall. Yeah. So we found the place, Yumi Dalat, but it's closed.
All right, Vietnamese dessert time. Gotta get some chai. Yeah. They got coconut ice cream and they got traditional Vietnamese desserts. And of course, like some cheese sticks and whatnot. All right. You want to sit inside?
There's like hanging seashell. Really nice. A lot of plants here.
So you take a number and they run it out to you. It's called, I guess the place is called Obai, but we got coconut ice cream. We got some other weird mix of fruit. I don't know what it is, like
dessert.
Dessert.
Some kind of dessert thing.
This is a dessert spot, but it's gonna be interesting, and I think it'll be different than what you guys have maybe seen as far as desserts if you've never been to Southeast Asia. So this is like one of their best sellers. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's coconut ice cream in here, and like here you see some jackfruit. Looks like.
Oh, okay. It's like fruit and ice.
And there's like ice, like a big piece of ice. That's pretty good. This is
what's this one?
I'm not really sure.
We just pointed to stuff.
Yeah, we didn't know what it was in Vietnamese. We just said, all right, we'll try it. These are all desserts. That's interesting. Like a jello-y consistency. Maybe like a milk tea.
Oh, milk tea. And then this is this coconut ice cream, right?
And this is the one we came for, the coconut ice cream. This is what Vung Tau is. Got quite a good reputation for their coconut ice cream. Get in here and get some of that with some fresh coconut on there. Oh yeah.
$5.84.
Okay, so that's what we paid for a little cafe Vietnamese desserts. If you guys enjoyed this video, take a second to smash the like button. If you guys are US citizens, definitely check out Charles Schwab. If you're thinking about living overseas, they refund all your overseas ATM fees. There's a link for them in the description of the video. You guys can sign up with them using our referral link. It gives us a little bit of a boost. We appreciate that. And if you guys are thinking about moving to Southeast Asia, get at us. We do hourly consulting. We also can arrange full employment packages where we help you find jobs in some of these countries. We can help you with retirement. We can help you if you're a digital nomad and you just want a place that you can cool out with an easy visa. Get at us And check out our new website, rebornabroad.com. And if you guys have been with us from the jump, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. We try to be real people, authentic, non-censored, non-politically correct, expat, relocation consulting, telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Brush your face and wash your teeth, son.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Years later, we're still friends, so hit us up.
Reborn abroad, they're legit. They got me a job. I'm pretty happy.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Reborn abroad got me a job.
Brush your teeth.
Hey, what's up? I'm D from Canada. Hook up with the New York Nomad if you want a smooth ride into Vietnam or any Southeast Asian countries.
Hey, my name is Aaron. Get in contact with the New York Nomads. If you want to get into Vietnam, hit them up. They'll get you in securely and professionally.
Yo, this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm telling you right now, the New York Nomad got me a job. He's legit. Hit him up. Check him out.
New York Nomad set me up in Vietnam.
Yo, my man got me a job. Come to Vietnam.
Hey, what's up, guys? You thinking about coming to Vietnam? You're not sure where to start. You've heard a lot of things online. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not. We offer a consulting service where we help you get on your feet in Vietnam. We give you advice on negotiating contracts with employers. We help you with real estate agents, visa agents that are reliable and that you can trust. We help you get started in this amazing country and get on your feet. We help you get into different opportunities that might be more difficult for you if you were just landing in the country on your own. And we help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and problems that you could have as a newcomer here. We provide you with reliable job recruiters, visa agents, real estate agents, and advice. If you guys are thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up for a consultation. We'll help you get started, help you get on your feet, and hopefully you'll love Vietnam as much as we do.